So a guy asked me today, how do I know that the Jesus story was ripped from other religions? So I wrote it down. It's a guy that actually watches my videos. I wrote down some deities that I know damn well were around way before the Jesus character. Okay, the first one was Horus, 5,000 years ago. Born of a virgin, walked on water, healed the sick, restored sight, he was crucified, dead for 3, resurrected. Then you had Mithra, which was 3,200 years ago. Again, born of a virgin, born December 25th, star of the east, just like Horus was, had 12 disciples, performed miracles, dead for 3, and resurrected again. Then you had Krishna, which was 29,000 years ago. Or 2,900 years ago, my bad. Again, born of a virgin, star of the east, performed miracles, called Son of God, also son of a carpenter. And guess what? Resurrected. You had Dionysus, which was 2,500 years ago. Born of a virgin, born December 25th, he was a traveling teacher, turned water into wine, and called Holy Child. Now that's just 4 of them. Those are the 4 first ones. I got a lot more that I wrote down, but I'll save those for a later video. Basically what I'm saying is, the proof is there. It just depends on whether you're going to understand it or not. And I don't mean understand as in you're incompetent. I mean understand as in you're blinded by religion, that you're not realizing that this story was indeed ripped. You know, every bit of it was ripped. All the way down to, I mean, hell, his disciples can't even figure out exactly what time he was born. Now, in these were documented, and people prayed to these guys. Some even, I mean, every story of Jesus was a story from something else, from way before. You know, you have all these stories. You have the resurrection, which is the most common one. You have the Sermon on the Mount, which is talking about the Good Samaritan, which was a story that he heard, not that he witnessed, that he heard. Everybody's like, well, this is the definition of Christianity, the Good Samaritan. Well, if that is indeed the story of Jesus, if that is supposed to be the definition of Christianity, then why is it that your teacher, aka Jesus, was telling a story that he heard around a campfire, which is the same way that the Jesus story was created? Like I said, none of these disciples, if you will, none of these 12 disciples, apostles, whatever, none of them were around during the time of Jesus. None of them at all. In fact, the earliest one, I believe, was Luke. And he was 2 or 3 generations after. I think I've even said this in my videos before. But I can't, stress on that fact enough. That if none of these guys were around him, then how are these stories even valid? None of these stories even seem valid at all. Hell, even all the way down to the crucifixion. Like I said, the Romans documented everybody they crucified. They never documented him. They never documented a Jewish rabbi, which is what Jesus would have been. Jesus was a teacher, and Jesus was also Jewish. In the faith, you can't be a rabbi unless you're married. You'd have to be married and have children, in other words, in order to be a rabbi, in order to be a teacher. Unless Jesus was a zealot. That was the only way he'd get away with what he was doing. And there's even stories about the, what's his name? The guy who turned Jesus in to the Romans, if you will. Iscariot, whatever the hell his first name was. There's even stories of Jesus telling this guy, Judas, that he needs to do this so he can be considered a god. One second. I'm getting food for my fat ass. Yeah. BK. It's about the only damn thing open anymore at night. Anyway. Judas Iscariot. That's the guy's name. I knew he'd come to me. Anyway, this guy was told by Jesus to turn him in. So then again, why was he tortured? Thank you. Thanks again. She dropped my card. Oh dear. Thank you.
Oh, you want a barbecue sauce?
Yes, ma'am. Will you just throw them in that bag right there? Thanks, honey. Yeah, I might need that.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Anyway, see, just because I'm an atheist doesn't mean I'm a prick. You can be a nice person. Although what I have noticed, this has nothing to do with religion. At least in this town, if you call someone honey, sweetie, or darling, apparently you're flirting with them. Which is why a lot of people keep telling my wife that I'm a flirt. It's like, I'm not a flirt. It's just who I am. You know, I come from a bar family. You know, I also came from Texas. That's how we talk down there. You know, of course we do say ma'am, but ma'am would imply that you're my superior. And I don't see anybody as my superior. I see everybody as equals. You know, I may be better than you at certain things, but, and on the flip side, you're better than me at some things. Great example with my sister. I'm better at reading. She's better at applying makeup and being a woman. You know, my wife is the fastest reader I've ever fucking met. She's got a very intellectual mind. It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with her. Granted, since we're both stubborn asses, we do clash a lot. You know, it's a flip of the coin, man. You know, the way I look at it, marriage isn't necessarily just about love. It's about how long can you see yourself putting up with this person for the rest of your life. And I know a lot of people seeing this video will be like, oh, that's just mean. That's just a mean way to look at it. It's true. Because, you know, when you're younger, you know, sex is basically the majority of your relationship. You know, for the first, I would say at least 10 years, if you get married or you start a relationship young, sex is the majority of the relationship. You know, you get in a fight, you have sex. You have a good time, you have sex. You know, there's sympathy fucks where, you know, somebody dies in the family. You have sex with the person to make them feel better. You know, sex is a major part of the relationship for the first 5 to 10 years. But after that, you know, you get into the nitty-gritty. See, it's called the honeymoon stage, if you will. The first 3 months to the first 3 years, oh, I love this guy, I love him, I love her, all this lovey-dovey bullcrap, right? After the first 3, like, you get your first fight after 3 to 6 months. It's your first big fight. You get through it, you know, you guys make love, you go on a date, whatever. After that, it's the first year. The first year you get into an argument. After the first 3 years of a relationship, it's when it really starts to test you. It's when you're like the littlest thing this person will do will irritate the ever-living hell out of you. And my wife and I went through that. We nearly broke up because of it. You know, I mean, we didn't. I mean, we did break up later on, but that was for stupid-ass reasons. No, I was at fault. That it was I was a fuck up on that one. But anyway, people after the 3 years, and it's usually in basically like a mountain ranger who does this shit all the time. Looks like your lifeline when they have you linked up to a monitor at the hospital. The only thing is you don't boop boop. You know, you have your highs and your lows, and that's in every relationship. That's either friend, girlfriend, you know, family. You always have one of those. Like I said, it's just another rant. But anyway, you know, I'm sitting here, and I see this. You know, the hardest thing to do is analyze your own relationship. Because you will make excuses on why this is okay, or why that is okay. And you do that same thing with your friends. Now, when you're on the outside of another relationship like me, I'm phenomenal at helping other people with their relationships, helping people with their personal issues. I'm really good at helping people. And that's not coming from me. That's from other people telling me this. I've helped people from committing suicide. I've helped people stay in relationships. I've helped people ease their way out of a relationship. I've helped people get over their exes, which is one of the hardest things you got to do. Apparently, it's harder for women than men. You know, it sounds fucked up, but it's true. See, when a man goes through a breakup, he goes through at least 3 to 6 months of what I call a fuck fest, where you'll go to the bar. It depends on how much you love the chick. If you guys broke up on bad terms, you're gonna go try to just fuck the first chick you find. You know, you go pound the hell out of this chick. You know, get your rep up. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel more manly. What do women do? They watch sappy ass movies, eat a tub of ice cream, and cry for a fucking week and a half or more. And I've seen this with every one of my family members that happen to be female. That's my sister, my mother, my cousins. All of them go through the same stupid shit. Men, either we get completely hammered and then we're done with it, or we go through, like I said, about a 6-month phase where we just fuck anything that moves. And then we realize, you know, when we're laying in bed alone at night, or we're even laying in bed next to a chick that we barely even know, like we don't even know her last name, we barely know her first name. I met her at the bar that night, we fucked. You know, that's basically how it was. And that's any normal man's like that. You know, when you go through a massive breakup, when you go through a breakup with someone where you actually cared about them, that's basically what you do. That's why men and women have such a hard time with communicating. And I've seen this in relationships. Like I said, in my own relationship, or in your own relationship, you can't do it. You can't psychoanalyze your own relationship. Because you will make excuses on why you're right, or why she's wrong, or why he's wrong. And I do believe to an extent that if you're going through a fucked up relationship, you still love each other, but you're still trying to, you know, get over the problems, your first step should be trying to fix it yourselves. And the first thing you need to do is you both need to admit you both fucked up. It's not just the man, it's just the woman. A relationship is a two-way street. Anytime I hear a woman, oh, well, he fucked up. Really? What the fuck did you do? And that's the first thing I ask. I don't sugarcoat it. Anybody who's watched my videos, anybody who knows me, I don't sugarcoat anything. I will ask the hard questions, and I will say the first thing that comes to my head, which is usually really, really fucked up, but it makes sense. It's true. Great example with one of my, well, he's not a buddy anymore, but one of my old buddies and his girl were having problems. And I was like, all right. And I was completely unbiased. You know, I liked her, I liked him. They both were really cool people. I sat them both down, and I listened to both sides of the story, and I was like, you both fucked up. The dude, for example, is extremely jealous over every freaking dude she talks to. On the flip side, she points out every girl in the whole damn place. And I mean every girl. Every single girl that's in a particular room, she points that bitch out. And I say bitch because I don't know their names. She'll point the chick out, and she will completely just, like, basically what she's doing is she's pulling his attention to that chick. And it's like what I said before. You go to a bar with your chick. She already has scoped out every girl before you have. She has found out something about any other chick that she sees as a challenge or as someone that could possibly take you away, and she finds something to talk shit about. Just in case you actually happen to start talking to this chick. If a man is truly in love with a chick, he's not going to check out other women. You know, like, my wife, great example, a couple of years back. It was me, her cousins. We went out to this place called Billy Sims here in town. And according to them, which to be fair, her cousins like to start a bunch of shit anyway. But according to them, the girl behind the counter that was taking my order was flirting with me. I didn't notice it. Because I wasn't looking. See, when a woman asks a man, what's in your mind? And a man says there's nothing going on, like I have nothing going on in my head, he's telling the truth. You know, we actually have a part of our brain where we just shut the damn thing off. We're not thinking of anything. It baffles women because women are constantly thinking. It's like, you wonder why you have headaches all the time. Stop thinking so much. You know, I mean, I know it sounds like a sexist, call me a sexist pig, whatever, but it's true. Women think too much. They think way about stupid shit. And it comes out in their dreams. You know, great example, my wife was talking about how, I don't remember, it was about cheating on her with some chick. The girl was 17 years old, okay? Or maybe she just turned 18, I don't know, I don't keep track. And she had a dream about this. Your dreams are usually entwined with what's going on in your head. You know, it's in the back of your head. Like your subconscious, if you will. And when it's in your subconscious, you don't control it. You know, you can't control your dreams. You can't control what you dream. It's just back there. You know, they say, oh, well, if you clear your mind at night, you won't dream. To be honest, I would rather dream. You know, if I'm dreaming, it means I'm having a really good night of sleep. It's when I don't dream, when I wake up and I have a shitty day. I would rather dream. And my dreams are extremely vivid. You know, most people that have dreams, they're little flashes. Most people can't remember them. I can still remember my first nightmare. Granted, now that I'm older, I'm just like, why was that scary to me? But, you know, I was a kid. But, you know, a lot of people, when they wake up, within 3 minutes, they forget their nightmares. They forget every dream they had. My dreams are extremely vivid. Like, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, am I still dreaming? You know, it's one of those. Because my dreams are extremely vivid, they're very colorful, and they're very realistic. You know, I don't have those unicorns bouncing everywhere, monkeys floating through the air kind of shit. I have literal, legitimate dreams. Like, I was reading this book once, and it's called The Twin Born Chronicles. And it's the same person in two different dimensions. When one falls asleep, the other one's awake. And the one sleeping is is literally that person in the dream. It's reality, though. And it's the same way vice versa. It's really good books. I mean, very, very good books. You know, I don't remember who writes them, but just look up Twin Born Chronicles, you'll find them. They're really, really good books. You know, I listen to them because, you know, I work for a living. I don't have time to read a book all the time. So, I have Audible. If you ever get a chance, get it. But anyway, you know, when I was younger, I actually thought that. Because there was a lot of stuff in my dreams where I'd wake up like, did that really happen? Like, sometimes I could feel what I felt in my dreams. It depends on how vivid my dreams are. Sometimes I'm just there, you know, it's just like, I'm the person, you know, I'm the main character in the dream, but I don't feel anything. Other times, I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I felt that. Like there was a dream I had back when I was 21, where I was at a strip club, which I've never been to a strip club for entertainment. Believe it or not, knowing my crazy ass, I've never been to a strip club for entertainment. I was a bouncer for quite a few of them. I've never been there to, you know, sit there and have some girl gyrate on my crotch. In my dream, I could feel the woman touching me. I could feel her hands in my hair. I could smell her breath. And there was nobody else in my bed when I woke up. There was nobody else there. You know, that's how vivid my dreams are. And it goes to show you that everything that you sense, everything that you feel, is all up here. You know, again, this is just a rant. You know, that's the way it looks, you know. There actually are, you know, parts of your brain where if something is damaged back here, you won't feel anything. You know, you don't feel pain. Which, I mean, in certain constables, that wouldn't be a bad thing. You know, like if you're a cage fighter, you wouldn't feel pain. Someone breaks your arm, you can still knock the guy out. But, you know, there's also parts of your brain where you don't feel emotions. Like if you're a sociopath, you don't feel love. You don't feel emotions at all. Like, when people see cute puppies, aw, they're so adorable. When they see someone getting brutally slaughtered, most people cry or they get pissed off. Because we have mixed emotions about it. Some people do both. A sociopath won't. They don't get any different emotions from a cute little puppy to someone clubbing a baby seal. It's the same. They don't have that receptor in their brain. I don't know where I was going with this, but like I said, it's just a random thing. But anyway, I'm home now. I got a very hungry wife in there. Y'all have a great night. And I will see you guys anywhere between Thursday and Sunday. You'll definitely see me Sunday because I started it. I'm going to keep doing it. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Sweet dreams, guys.